Why did I just agree to do that? I know I didn't want to, and yet I found myself agreeing. My body didn't want to. My mind is saying, Brenda, what are you doing? But I agreed to do it. Why do we do that? I want you to think about the last time you did that. It might be really easy because maybe it was earlier today. But in addition to making a cocktail tonight, I'm going to make my favorite Cosmo for you and tell you my secret to the recipe. I'm going to tell you the secret to agreeing to do things when you don't want to. Now, you might think you have a communication problem or a boundary problem, but that's not it. Because what do I always say? It's not the problem, it's the pattern. So underneath that compulsion that gets you saying yes when you want to say no is this pattern that is trying to protect you, that wants you to feel safe, that is afraid that if you say no, this person might be mad at you, or you might disappoint them, or some other bad result is going to happen. And so this little part of you that wants to be ever so protective all the time hops in and says, oh, Brenda, please just say yes. You can insert your own name there. So we want to be kind. We want to be compassionate with ourselves. And I want to give you a really great way to work with this, because while we need to deal with the problem, right? I want to stop saying yes when I mean no. If we start from the pattern, from where it started from, it is the pattern that causes the problem. And so we want to start there, and I want to say, what is that about me? What am I afraid is going to happen? Am I afraid they're going to be mad? There's going to be some kind of disharmony, right? Like, harmony is a word that many of us, especially if you relate to being a people pleaser, we're all about harmony. We want to create harmony. We are peacemakers in our families, usually at work, all these other relationships that we are in, whether they are romantically or in friendships or, again, coworkers or family, whatever it is. We feel like it's our job to keep the peace. And we do that because we're afraid of something. What will happen if there's no peace? So maybe you grew up in a home that was super volatile. Maybe you grew up in a home where you had a lot of criticism. And so the idea of saying no or not doing what somebody wants you to do just feels too risky, because when you were a little kid, that might have really cost you. Like, you might have gotten in trouble for it. You might have been emotionally sort of outcast for it. We all have our experiences as kids that get these patterns in motion. And one thing, if you don't remember anything else, just remember to show up with yourself in this with compassion, because all of these things started to help you. They started out in a benevolent, purpose. And now, you're a grown-ass adult and life is a little different. And it's okay if you disappoint your friend. It's okay if you disappoint your boss, if you make somebody mad. Like, life's not going to be over. People will still love and appreciate you. It's going to be okay. But there's this other part of us that doesn't believe that. All right, so let's talk about Cosmos for a second, and then we're going to go right back to this pattern. So a Cosmo to me is so fantastic. It's light, it's refreshing when it's made right. The total secret, in my humble opinion, of a perfect Cosmo is the amount of vodka to triple sec, okay? That's the only two alcohols you use in a Cosmo, vodka and triple sec. You could use Cointreau. It's more boozy. It's a lot more expensive. And frankly, for a Cosmo, I like the taste of the drink better with triple sec. But do what you want there, or whatever's in the house. So if you have the Cointreau and you don't have triple sec, vice versa. Anywho. So 3-to-1. 3 vodkas, 1 triple sec. You could make a single drink. You could do 3 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of triple sec. You could do a pitcher for a party and do 3 cups of vodka and 1 cup of triple sec. 3-to-1, that's it. Doesn't matter how much it is volume wise. It's just your ratio, 3 to 1. And then you're going to experiment with this for yourself. A splash of fresh lime. I don't like to squeeze lime, so I buy my Santa Cruz pure lime juice, no sugar added. And then cranberry juice, you just want like the 100% juice, not cranberry cocktail. We're going to put it all in our shaker, shake it up, and enjoy it. So I'll do that while I continue to talk to you about this pattern, because when we can come at ourselves and these patterns that sure as hell are not serving us, right? Like, I know that. I know when I say yes, when I mean no, it doesn't serve me anymore. But to be critical of myself, to be harsh with myself because I've just said yes when I meant no, isn't going to help me break that habit, okay? So that's a really important thing to understand about habits. Love is what breaks habits, not criticism, not willpower, not anything harsh. Pick your other words if you want. Okay, I'm measuring, so I have to look. And so you want to come at it with compassion. Here's what I did yesterday. This pattern hit for me yesterday. So I had registered for something. It was expensive. And I was very excited about the training. It was done by somebody I really respect, a mentor of mine. I've done some live events with her and love her work, totally respect her. And I really care about what she thinks about me. And so I needed to cancel out of this program she's doing. And I knew it was a yes. Like, I'd spent some time with myself, right? Like, trying to get into my truth about, am I, wanting to exit the program out of fear or, whatever. And just really got clear that no, it's just not for me right now. And so I needed to send her an email, tell her I wanted to cancel and ask for my money back. And I was so afraid to do it, okay? Because I had said yes, and I meant it, but now I needed to change my mind. That can be even harder than saying yes when you mean no, right? It can be so hard for us to allow ourselves to change our minds. And so I splash of cranberry, a little lime. Okay, so I emailed her and told her, now, I didn't over-explain. I didn't come from a place of like guilt or all the things that, now, trust me, I wanted to, like, there was a part of me that wanted to be super apologetic and tell her how fabulous she is and how much I love her and all these things, but I just need to back out, because what's driving that is the pattern that I want her to like me. I want to be liked. And so sent the email. So I just was, direct and to the point, needed to change, my mind on this, needed to get my money back. Thank you so much. And I heard from her right away. She was like, no problem, super great. Maybe we can do it again in the future. Money's back in my account. Bingo. Now, we don't always get the result we want when we speak our truth, but in this case I did. So that's extra awesome. But it was such a great example. Here we go. Shake it up till your hand is nice and cold. And then we're going to pour it off in our glass. It was such a great example of how we can be, even as much as I work on this myself, how easy it is to get caught up in that need for approval of somebody else. Ooh, this is really full. I could have filled it. Not quite this full. Let's taste it just to be sure. Oh my gosh, that hits the spot. Cool and refreshing. And you notice how pale pink it is. So now you may find that you like a little more cranberry juice than that. You may find you like a little less lime juice. Like, just play with your splashes on those until you kind of figure it out for yourself, what's the right amount for you. So the real shift, the real breakthrough isn't that you learn how to say no a lot more. That's at the problem level. The real breakthrough is with the pattern. Whether yours is wanting to keep the peace or not make anybody mad or not upset anybody or not disappoint anybody or always get people's approval, whatever that pattern is for you, that's where the real breakthrough is. So the next time you catch yourself saying yes when you may mean no, I want you to just pause if you can. You can do this afterwards if you don't realize it till afterwards, even a moment afterwards, and now it's hard to back out of it. Then you just pause when you get it and go, oh, okay. This is the pattern. This is how the pattern is acting out in my life. And I'm not going to criticize myself. I'm going to love myself and say, I know that pattern wanted to help me, but it's not now. So I need to find a way to interrupt it. And that's what I do with the Way Out session. And you'll see the link for that in the description of this video if you really want to break that pattern. That's where it all starts with that session. But even before that, the acknowledgement of it, the being able to connect the dot from the pattern to the problem and realizing it's not nearly as much about the problem as it is that pattern, and being able to be loving with yourself is a huge breakthrough.